Welcome to the One Mic Stand podcast. My continuing conversations, I'm always hanging out with Comcast and Comcast Business to talk about some of those awesome solutions they have for businesses out there. We all know Comcast for the home stuff, but I always say some of the secret sauce always hangs around what they're doing for businesses, both large and small. And stepping up to the One Mic Stand today is Daniel Shetterly, and he's the Director of Enterprise Direct Sales for Comcast Business in our Keystone region here. And a rumor has it that since 2020, he has led the local enterprise sales team where he focuses on sales development, product training, strategic planning, and overall performance. Dan, you are a super busy guy. And I'm glad you took some time today to talk to us because we're going to be walking through scalable, secure solutions for local Comcast enterprise customers. They rely on these to power their businesses. That's why I love this, because at the Tech Council, we love businesses of all sizes, especially small businesses. They need these solutions if they're going to do what they have to do to be in business. So, gotta say, welcome to the show today, Dan. It's excited to learn more about you. You're like a veteran in this. Rumor has it you have some serious, like 20 plus years experience in this. And been with Comcast, I believe, since like 2012 or something. So, I'm excited to learn about you and what you're doing here at Comcast Business.
Well, thank you, Jonathan. It's an honor to be here and representing my company. I've been always working, it seems, at the intersection of technology, innovation, and business. And I'm super passionate about working with customers to develop solutions that enable them to gain, efficiencies while also reinvesting in their business. It's been that way from the very beginning. In my current role as the director of enterprise sales at Comcast, my role is to oversee sales teams and offices that serve and support our business customers. That allows them to compete today while also helping them to be prepared, for the future. For somebody who has worked in Pennsylvania for the majority of my career, I've seen a lot of change throughout the year. Three big ones come to mind. I think the first is connectivity. It just seems to be more important than ever. Network and internet connectivity is the lifeblood for all businesses. And now speed and capacity have enabled that to maintain. The second would be, I think, cloud connectivity and virtualization. I think historically, information was centralized in a customer's data center. And over time, we've seen the decentralization of those facilities, and customers are more receptive to benefits of cloud and data center, more so than ever. And I think the third would be mobility. And companies see the need for flexibility as expectations for how and where employees work over the past 5-6 years, how employees and customers communicate and share information, and then what customers expect from them has also changed.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I think it's interesting as you bring those 3 points up because I think they all kind of build on each other, don't they? And this is something that we've seen like probably over the past decade where we're like, oh my goodness, like, yes, we got to have the connectivity, of course. And they've been growing connectivity everywhere. But then you got to have the speed and the reliability. And then, of course, it's all about taking that and making it mobile, which is, of course, through being able to have everything on the cloud. I mean, it's kind of funny because it seems like we've been doing this cloud transition for a long time, but it's like a thing now. Like, it's just the way business is getting done. And it's all done because of the technologies that Comcast Business has available. Like you're allowing this to happen. This is a global trend, but Comcast brings that to, customers large and small.
That's true. I think we have an advantage there. We have a network that's been, around a long time, but it really gives organizations the ability to access the newer technology to deliver the solutions that they need for their business.
For sure. And really what it comes down to, it's the idea is that you're solving challenges, and the challenges are always evolving, right? I mean, I think about in the 25 years you've been doing this, I've been hanging out with Tech Council for that much and longer, and I see what has changed. What have you seen that the challenges are now? And I'm also curious, like, I'm sure those challenges will be changing in the future if you put your Swami hat on and give us some predictions.
Well, I think the big one right now that we're seeing is businesses are constantly focused on cybercrime and trying to keep cyber threats, at bay. And I think that they're seeking not just, the in-house knowledge, but they're also looking for a good partner, like us that can
Mhm.
scale no matter where they're located and what they need. From an organization standpoint, they can rely on us for products like, security edge and SASE. It's a term, commonly used now in the industry, secure access, secure edge, secure access service edge, rather, that gives you the ability to monitor and have visibility into that communication, those pipes between your locations. I think that's what makes us unique. The Comcast team is local to the Keystone region, but we have solutions that enable our customers to operate or grow outside of the footprint and even internationally. And
Oh, for sure.
I think one of the big things is that we're a one-stop shop. That's cliche to say, but we really can be the one place you go for an enterprise organization to provide, the ability to keep secure and keep your network secure and have a scalable, solution there. I think whether you're a local manufacturing company or a medical organization, a retail, organization, you rely on, a trusted partner. I think that's really the key here. It allows you to
Yeah.
manage, co-manage, and with our guidance, it helps be more productive.
I'm glad you use that term because I think that's the term that really describes it the best is partner. And I actually go as far, I say this all the time. I call you kind of like the fifth beetle or the sixth stone, right? Of an organization because you're a partner, you're there to make sure that they can solve these challenges. You have the solutions, they don't have to worry about their security and those things. And that's what a business needs because I mean, I look at some of the members of the tech council, it can be a 4 or 5 person startup and the types of things they don't need to be worrying about their connectivity or their security, and they're not experts in that. They just want to make sure that they go one place and it comes together, and they can set it and kind of forget it a little bit because it's not going to be an issue. So I like the word partner and one-stop shop. I think those are two areas that I think really describe Comcast Business like just so well, without a doubt. So you got to tell me like what are some of the enterprise solutions you see local customers using the most right now? I know it's got to start with security because I think that's on everybody's mind.
It does. I think I'll start with the network. Again, we that's what we do. We've been doing it a long time, but it all starts with offering the solution over the best, most reliable network. And you're right. I think number two there is cybersecurity. They were looking for ways to protect their business, keep the hackers and the cyber crime at bay. And I think third, it's scalable solution, a way for them to work with an organization that can evolve with their needs. Customers often have to adjust their business and their needs based on their upcoming changes.
Yeah, that flexibility is just so important and the ability to grow because it's like once you get into something, you start moving, you need more services, you need more capability, more connection, all the good stuff because it means you're a growing business. You got to make sure that your partner is right there ready to provide it for you and not bend you over a barrel for it either when the time comes to upgrade or move to higher levels of service as far as that goes. That's so true, without a doubt, without a doubt. Can we talk a little bit about the importance of just a business internet? Because I just feel like my God, man, like every business we forget how reliant we are on it. Like I said, it becomes like that setting, like we're not thinking about our lights turning on and we just know the internet's always on so we can conduct business. And business internet allows that to actually happen so we're not worrying about that. Like walk me through that a little bit. Tell me more about how that plugs into your business solutions and your enterprise customers and so forth.
Yeah, I'll give you some use cases. Again, it all starts with that fast, secure, reliable lifeblood, right, of every company, which is
Yeah.
the internet. But really there's no one solution that fits all. A couple of examples. On one hand, you might have a business, 400 locations that cannot effectively monitor network traffic.
Mhm.
They need to be made aware of a security event that might happen in real time so they can react to it. It's the connectivity, but it's also a solution like SASE that can provide a network visibility and management portal that puts them in the driver's seat there. Um, Another example would be a customer that maybe moves massive amounts of data and imagery between locations and cloud facilities. We can provide that high speed Ethernet wavelength service or direct connectivity to cloud providers to make that happen. And I think earlier when you talked about a small regional company of any size, really, they're concerned about the cyber piece, the cyber threats that their network, might be vulnerable, and maybe they don't have the resources in house, to build that solution themselves. We can provide managed detection and response to monitor the assets and the traffic, as well as proactively act on incidents, mitigating the threats as they occur. So, when you think of the scalability and a true partner that can work with them, and we provide that peace of mind so our customers can focus on their core business.
I love it, man. That's what I'm talking about all the way through. So here's something that's kind of freaking me out right now, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but we got to start getting ready for 2025. I don't know how this happened, but time keeps marching forward. And I know you guys are always trying to stay ahead of the curve. So,
Yeah.
like, how should enterprise customers be thinking about building their tech stacks as we approach 2025?
Yeah, we are coming up on
Yeah.
25. And I think as you I think the first thing is I think the right partner can make all the difference. There are so many products on the market right now, but they need to be, built, deployed, and managed in a way that works for your organization. I think that's key. I think the second one is, a managed service provider. So like a SASE solution, it's a quick way to implement a solution to give you sort of the security that you need, and then XDR, extended detection and response, is a great way to solve for those evolving needs of your business when security and management are at the forefront. And then I think a big one we're seeing right now is generative AI. I mean, AI can analyze massive amounts of data, and it can help keep your network secure as well and make intelligent decisions. And that's going to make any network security solution even better. So those are my three.
Yeah, those are the big things. I'm hearing that out there as well too. I get really excited when I think about the future because it's always like, man, you see such opportunity out there, and there's going to be challenges, but you always know when you have a partner like Comcast Business that like you got some good people on your side to help you navigate and make these right choices as you keep evolving your tech stacks to keep doing business here. And what I really love about our conversations here is you've been talking through everything we went through today, how much that just impacts our membership here at the Tech Council, because we have the businesses large and small. They need massive amounts of bandwidth. We have these AI companies that are crunching super large language models out there. And so they need to be able to shuttle that data along quickly and reliably and of course safely. So that's why we keep having these conversations, because the landscape keeps changing, your solutions keep changing, you keep up and ahead with the marketplace. And Dan, so much fun hanging out with you today. I appreciate you stepping up to the old one mic stand with me.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
Without a doubt. Hey, in case you forgot, this is Jonathan Kirsting. I'm with the Pittsburgh Tech Council. Love having these conversations. I love arming our members and the general tech community with the information, the tools, the tips, the tricks they need to keep their businesses running tip top. That's for sure.